Well, hello there. Oh, the camera's still. Hello, everybody. Darren here, Fuzzy Dice Motors, and welcome, Fuzzy Dice fans and fiends and everybody in between. Let me give you a brief rundown of who I am and why you should care for all the news people. Actually, got about 93 subscribers now. Looking for the triple digit, the whole 100. My name's Darren. I run a little car lot here locally in Fayetteville, Arkansas, called Fuzzy Dice Motors, and we're doing something kind of special. We're going to start a brand new program here where we're going to try to find something that's worthy to run through a Magnum auction. As you can see from the hat, I'm a huge Magnum fan, and probably the biggest car auction company, probably even bigger than Barrett-Jackson. If it's not, you can correct me in the comments down below. Probably the biggest car auction in the country, especially with their Kissimmee auctions down in Florida. But we're going to try to find ourselves a vehicle that we can actually buy and then run through Magnum and make a profit. We don't want to lose money on it because this is a business and we are in the business of trying to make money. So with that being said, let's go see what we can find. Well, the first up, guys, is a 2008 Mercedes R350, 130,000 miles on this. And there's not too many people that are crazy over these, but the way I see it is if you're going to have a minivan, why not have a Mercedes minivan? And by the way, this is a 4MATIC, meaning this is an all-wheel drive Mercedes minivan. And the reason why I'm going to make a video of this is because this actually, my friend and business partner actually met several years ago over, I believe it was an 08 R350, and it was a nice silvery blue. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take this one around the block just for old time's sake. Please forgive the wind, folks. It's March and it is very, very windy. Door panels are in great shape. We do have some wear here on the driver's seat, a little bit on the center console or armrest, and let's see if we can get in the back here real quick. Beautiful door panels. This is a third row seat vehicle, I believe. We got your AC vents in the back. Got a huge dual sunroof. The back seats appear to actually have never been used, which is kind of weird, seeing how this is pretty much a minivan. Let's see something here. There we go. There you go. I was not kidding about the third row seats. Got some lights back in there. We do not have any DVDs. Okay. Let's go ahead and have a seat. Oh, mercy. Let's see if she starts up. Starts right up. Let's see how many check engine lights it has on. Seeing how it is a Mercedes. Doesn't have any. Show you around over here. I'll turn this on just for a second so we can see if it works. And there's the music. So it does in fact work. It goes off. We're going to check our windows. The important window, as Randy says, from Auto Auction Rebuilds. Works just fine. Okay, we're going to check that one. Let's see about the back ones. That one works as well. It will swing around. And that one works back there as well. Hopefully the camera picked that up. I don't think I got the camera at the best angle. Now, what we're going to do is, well, we're going to see if we can't move my seat. If I can find the right button on the seat here. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me open the door here and see what I'm not doing right with the seat. Okay, the seat. I think that's unfortunate. I believe this seat button is not working correctly. So we're gonna put down the window because the solar energy is making this a little unbearable. Let's see if the AC, we're gonna test it here real quick. Put it on auto, and oh, yeah, it's on as hot as it will go. We don't want that. It was probably cold this morning. Okay, it's got some power to it. But let's see if it gets cold. I know that's loud too, folks, so I'll get that turned down just as soon as I can. I just want to see if it gets cold, and it does. We got 2 cup holders here. We got little, we got stuff going in there. We got stuff back in there. We got that. Okay, the AC appears to be working. It's only about 70 degrees today, so it may not get super cold, but it certainly is blowing cold enough. So we're going to turn that off. We're going to button our seat belts and take it for a little ride. All right, we got it in drive. We're parked by a big GMC pickup, and it just, I think it just slipped. I'm not for sure, but the transmission may have just slipped. And if it did, then that's why it's at auction. It also would be sad too, with only 130,000 miles. Let's see. Okay, do we have brakes? Yes, we have brakes. Oh boy, it's telling me something, and I don't know what it's. Okay, dude. Yeah, there's a guy behind me. I'm not doing 100, so he's mad. We're gonna go back around again. Again, I don't know what it's doing. It's beeping about something. I don't know what it is because I can't see it. Oh, that little hiccup it had there at the very beginning makes me okay. I don't know what that means. You know what? This may have air suspension, and we may be way too low. But if there's an air suspension problem, there'd be a message on the screen, which maybe there is. I just cannot see it because the sun is just blowing. Oh, it's low fuel. We're out of gas, so we're gonna get this parked. Well, that'd be one problem for you immediately, is trying to get this to a gas station. Yeah, it's letting me know that we don't have any gas. Oh. Okay. Well, okay, I was told to leave this right here because they're working on jump starting this over here. So no, I guess it does not have air suspension. What it was telling me is it was warning me that the vehicle's out of gas. But I don't know. I'm a little nervous because it made that clunking noise at the beginning. So we're probably going to go ahead and move on. Well, this was close to being interesting. It's a 2015 Mini Cooper Coupe, which is their smallest vehicle. Someone has did the old Krylon on the wheels and ruined the wheels. This is not an S. It's just a regular Mini. So I don't know why it has the little hood scoop on it. That may be factory. I don't know. I don't think somebody would have took all the effort to change it out, but it has an S-style scoop on it. And 117,000 miles. And I don't understand why an automatic. I'm not one of these you know, manual or nothing. But a car like this, so tiny, so fun, so agile, and you have a transmission, an automatic, and it's probably a CVT. So I just don't understand it. This is a very interesting look, that is for sure. I had a 2005 Mini Cooper S that I bought brand new back in 05. And, well, okay, this is weird. This is weird. This says it is a Mini Cooper S, and it has the exhaust. So what's throwing me off is this right here. The older ones, this would have had an S on it. So I find that kind of strange. Then again, I kind of, around after 06 when they changed the body style, I kind of stopped following the Minis. It's probably still a very fun car. I just think it's kind of tragic. Again, I love automatics, but man, in a Mini Cooper, I don't know. Especially now that it is an S, and they chose to get the automatic. I'm debating on whether or not I should drive this. Okay, here's a deal I'm going to make. I'm going to continue looking for other vehicles. Now, if I don't see anything else that really grabs my attention, then maybe we'll come back and we will drive that Mini. That's my plan. Well, this 2008 Mercedes with 260,000 miles on it says smart to buy. Well, smart to buy, but it's got 260,000 miles on it. The fog light has been broken. The front bumper has been broken. Cloudy headlights. The other fog light looks like it is non-existent. Clear coat is gone. Windshield is cracked. This is probably a little C300. That's my guess. We'll find out here in just a second. Yeah, that's a C300. But with all the damage and 260,000 miles, I think the smart buy would be not to buy. Okay, I found this, and I found something that I think is interesting. This is a 2012 Mini Cooper Countryman. So it is a four-door. Now this is a four-wheel drive, four-door, but it's also the S. It's got the driving lights. Yeah, it has, it's an S, so it's got a little bit more aggressiveness. And this one, as you can see, has the S there. 107,000 miles. Clear coat is kind of flicking off, but this one is a manual. So the four-door is the manual transmission, whereas the other one, the little tiny two-door, the little coupe, the smallest version, the most agile, they went with the automatic. And folks, I know it's all personal preference. It certainly is. And my daily driver is a manual transmission, and I gotta say, at my age, sometimes certain situations and scenarios, it would be great to just jump in behind the wheel and it be an automatic and take off. But yeah, there's the clear coat pill up here. It's an interesting car. So it's a four-door, so yeah, it's more practical. Manual transmission, turbocharged, all-wheel drive, so it would probably go anywhere. It's not exactly one that I would run through Magnum without a lot of paint corrections. And as I'm looking over it, I think I said it's a 2012. Yeah, it is. So yeah, there'd be a lot of paint corrections. Wish that runs into big money. Wish that big money comes out of profits. So it's interesting, but I think we're going to keep looking. Well, who remembers the silver 2005 Dodge Magnum RT that I had? If you guys have been around for that long, congratulations. Comment down below if you remember the one I had that was silver. This was a 2005, obviously in red, 156,000 miles. It's got a lot of scratches on it. It's actually running right now. I just started it. They got it blocked in pretty good, so I don't think I'll be driving this one either, unfortunately. But anytime I see a Magnum and it's got a V8 in it, not the 6-cylinders, those, I'm sorry, that's just not for me. If you have one, you know, congrats. Just not my cup of tea. I've got to have the Hemi in it. The SRT, of course, would be amazing. This is not the SRT, it's just the RT, the 5.7 liter Hemi. I'll give you guys a quick walk around. It is running right now. We'll go ahead and stick our heads in. It's not in bad shape. It's a little dirty, but then again, it's an 05. It was probably someone's daily driver. I did not notice this before. The seat here and the bolster is blown out. Otherwise, it appears to be fair condition. Dash pad looks good. Center console looks good. Oh, I just noticed this. We've got some really bad orange peel here. This probably has been resprayed at some point in time. Yeah, tons of orange peel. Back seat looks fantastic. That orange peel on that door here, that orange peel most likely is not factory. These rub strips here look like they have been hammered and beat on. This car has seen some work, guys. It has seen some work. But yeah, the miles are not good. We've got horrible scratch goes all the way down the side. Chunks missing here in the paint. But yeah, I thought I had to go ahead and show it. The bumper is misaligned. So yeah, this one certainly should not sell for too much because it's going to need some work. The headlights are horrible condition. I thought I'd just show this one. Brought back some memories of mine, a silver one that I had. Moving on. I should also point out that I just checked the AC in the Magnum, and the AC was not blowing code. And just like that, folks, we always keep the best vehicles inside, and today is no exception. 1979 Pontiac Trans Am, beautiful red. And by the way, for those folks that are watching this, we're going to say this one time. This is not an eagle. It is definitely not a screaming chicken because that's insulting. Nobody wants a damn chicken on their car. This is a Firebird. Now, lesson that time. Why is it a Firebird? Well, it's easy because it's a Firebird. This is a 1979 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Trans Am was always an option on the Firebird. The Trans Am was the highest option Firebird. That's why it's got a Firebird on it, because this is a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. 6.6 liter. I won't harp on it anymore, folks. How interesting. We have Firehawk tires. And yes, we're going to walk all the way around. Has the red interior. This appears to be a good one, folks. And yes, we're gonna open the door. It is unlocked. These doors weigh 800 pounds. They always were held on their hinges. The seats, front and back, look brand new. We got the plaque over there. This is a show car. Power windows there in the center console. That was an expensive option. This also has power locks as well, which we're not going to touch. I love the engine turn dash. That was a Pontiac thing. Some of the GTOs had that as well, around 1970, I believe. Back seat is equally as good. Trans Am floor mats. Beautiful car. You'll notice there's no T-tops, and as cool as we all think T-tops are, trust me, my brother had a 79 Trans Am, and yes, they leak. They all leak. They always leak. And they also squeak. And so as cool as they look, and as fun it is to take them off in the real world, folks, you're just really better off with a solid top. Look at this, guys. We got ourselves a nice square body. A 1984 Chevy Silverado, 32,000 miles. That is probably 132,000 miles. Have to ask the owner to find out. Looks like we got ourselves some American Racing, maybe torque thrust wheels. Got some big fat ones here on the back. Looks like we may have some light or something under there. I'm not for sure why that seems to be so brightly lit under there. Maybe it's just the sun. But this is definitely a short bed. There's a possibility, guys, this is the original paint. Check out the little pinstripe, the little gold pinstripe over the brown paint. I guarantee you that's probably factory too. That's kind of cool. Got a little rubber mat in here, sliding back glass. That back bumper looks awfully shiny. That might have been replaced at some point in time. I don't know. If this is a respray, it was done a long time ago. We're going to check out the interior here. This is a manual, which that's pretty rare. Our gauges and dash look pretty good. If this is the original dash, that's amazing because there's not a single crack in there. This seat looks like it has probably been redone, which they done it well. Looks like we got power windows, power locks, which is huge for this year. Let's go ahead and check out under the hood. This is a air-conditioned car. Wow, this says 502. So they definitely have ditched the 305 with the 350. And oh, okay, and there's our frame. It's been painted orange. That's why I could see it so well. I wonder if this is sitting on a new frame. I'm not for sure. But a 502. This is definitely new. We got a new brake booster. We got a new accumulator for the AC. Edelbrock, I guess, for the ignition. Got some new battery cables. Got some new fans in there. Probably a new radiator to go with it. Very nice. All right, and these old C10s, you always want to check down here because these things rust out. Looks like we got ourselves an Edelbrock controller. Makes you wonder if that's a carburetor out there, or did someone throw some kind of electronic fuel injection on this thing? But we're controlling something. And we got another one over here as well. Very nice. Might be a learning curve with this truck. All right, I forgot to check out the doors in here as well. They look solid here. We've got more gadgets over there. We've got gadgets there for overdrive or something. We got a gauge down here. Just a minute, folks. We got a gauge there as well. Let's check down here at these doors. okay. Don't see any rust on those doors. All right, I guess that's enough for the Chevy truck with the 50 with the 502 in it. This thing's gonna scream. Oh no, I see the throttle cable and stuff under there. It's definitely a carburetor, so I'm not for sure what all the gadgetries are for. Maybe some of it is one of those like tuning on the fly type deals. All right, moving on. Then we move on to this, which is this is green. That's just really green. Well, I would say I have people complaining I don't ever show motorcycles because we do have those at auction, but no, I don't have enough subscribers to complain about what I do or don't do. But anyway, for those of you who like motorcycles, here is a little Harley Davidson. So if somebody were to say he doesn't ever show Harleys or motorcycles, oh, here's a 1200. So there it is, there it was. Moving on. All right, folks, pardon the sun. It's just that time of day. An 04 GMC Z71 SLE, 158,000 miles. Got the running boards. This is an extended cab. Got some hazing on the headlights. Got some pitting on the hood here for sure. Pitting on the roof. Could definitely use a little bit of a paint job. You might be able to get by with just painting that the hood and the top and be done with it. Body looks pretty straight. Got a little tonneau cover here. Got a diesel truck going by. Walk around here, got a little something right there, very small. We got one little dent right here that might be able to be pushed out. I noticed we got some overspray on this here on both sides. Also see some liquid running. I don't know if they just washed this or for leaking gas. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, this truck is running. Okay, so it's probably the AC, condensation from the AC. Someone's got it running. I guess they're going to see what happens to it whenever it heats up. Sometimes the only way to check your transmission is let the thing run for a little while. So, all right, somebody is got this running. I'm touching it and I feel a little bit of a hesitation, a little bit of stumble in the engine. That might just be a bad plug or a bad coil. The seats look good. Got a little damage here on that plastic piece, but another dealer is out here letting this run for a reason, probably to see one if it overheats and also see if it affects the transmission from shifting well or not. So since somebody else is already messing with this, we will go ahead and walk away because someone else is looking at this truck. Well, folks, there's another old Chevy square body truck. This one hasn't been a work truck. We got our carpentry company advertising here on it. It's an 81 model, and yeah, she's rough. Lots of different colors. Paint is terrible. We got painted bumpers, painted turn signal indicators, parking lights. So we put some LEDs in there. Don't get me wrong, guys. Someone could get this truck, sink some money into it, and it might be worth something. But this is probably, well, we got some rust on the door, which again, that's kind of typical for that area. But yeah, it's a little too rough for us to mess with. Take a lot of money to make them worthy, just so you could break even or lose a couple of grand. So we're definitely moving on. Yeah, you see this here, guys? A lot of people would say, well, gosh, that's terrible, lots of rust and a gigantic hole. No, man, that's where you hide stuff. Stuff you don't want anybody else to find, you just hide it there. Yeah. Motor van, get your motor van here. How you guys fix for motor vans? Well, okay, folks, that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully you can see me. The sun is just in that right part of the sky that's just blowing out the video, I believe. So please check out our Fuzzy Dice Motors Facebook page, Instagram page. There's so much stuff that I post on Instagram that I do not post here on YouTube or Rumble. And also, I just added a new Patreon page. Honestly, I'm not for sure what we're doing with that yet. If you have any suggestions on how we should make the best use of our Patreon page, please go ahead and hit us up and tell us. And as always, folks, like, comment, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and it certainly helps out us. And as always, folks, better cars, best prices. It's Fuzzy Dice or no dice.